Dear children, hope all of you are hale and healthy. I am again presenting to you another video on the theme of anxiety. In the last video, we saw the causes that make us anxious, the reasons that can lead us to anxiety disorder. In this video, we shall see what we mean by anxiety disorder. The word disorder seems to suggest that there is a normal or orderly anxiety. When we go to the lab for health checkup, we are given a sheet of paper with the results. One column says the normal limits and another column the actual readings. For example, in the case of diabetics, the normal limits are 60 to 110. It means above 110 is high sugar and below 60 means low sugar. The high and low readings refer to some disorder in the body. It means sugar should be there in the body within the limits. Similarly, we can say anxiety should be there in the mind but within the limits. If the limits crosses, there will be disorder in the mind which we call mental illness. The anxiety within the limits can be considered as a common reaction to life events. You are preparing for an exam, and as the day comes closer, you become anxious. This is a sort of a preoccupation that makes you to work hard, concentrate better, and prepare well for the coming event. The anxiety that accompanies it said to be normal. Once the event is over, you should be able to relax and pay attention to other aspects of life without any disturbance. When the exam is completed, you should be able to relax, laugh, meet friends, and be active in other activities like games, sports, reading novels, and the like. But sometimes, even after the event, the anxiety lingers. Thus, after the exam, you become anxious about the results. When you get the results, you become anxious regarding your parents' reaction to the results. Then you become anxious and preoccupied how to prepare for the next exam, so on and so forth. All the time, anxiety does not leave you. It means anxiety is creating disorder in your life. It is time for you to see a counselor. Symptoms of anxiety disorder. Every disease is diagnosed through its symptoms, which are external manifestations. You cough often, which could be a symptom of some disease like TB or pneumonia. Anxiety has many symptoms. Since anxiety is a mental illness, the physician or a medical practitioner may not be able to diagnose the disease and treat you. You need to go to a clinical psychologist or psychiatrist to get a correct diagnosis and proper treatment so that you are healed permanently. Which are the symptoms of anxiety disorder? We said in the video with the title Mental Well-Being, you must sleep 8 hours every day. If you get good sleep every day, your mental health is good. If you suffer from sleeplessness on a regular basis, it means you have some problem with your mental health. It could be anxiety, so go to a psychiatrist or clinical counselor and get proper treatment and get well once and for all. Decreasing appetite could be a sign of anxiety disorder. You generally eat well, but you experience nowadays intense dislike for food, even for the food which all at home are relishing. You do not know why you are not feeling hungry. You observe your capacity to get hungry is decreasing. As a result, you lack energy, feel lifeless, and get tired soon. These are clear external signs of anxiety. Please consult a counselor and get well soon. For many, regular headaches can be a clear sign of anxiety. The headaches could also be an external sign of many other physical disease also. You should reflect, review and evaluate your life as we explained in the previous video on anxiety. You should be carefully observe what disturbs your life. Review all the events which occurred in the past few days or weeks. What was so disappointing or saddening or shocking in your life? From that, you will be able to judge for yourself and study your mind. The headache could be the effect of something that happened to you recently. Then go to a counselor and explain the problem. Similarly, the abdominal aches could be another symptom of anxiety, but pain in the stomach could also be surely due to physical reasons. You need to discern the cause of the pain by evaluating and reviewing your life as above. Improving mental health. Let us not enter into the area of treatment as it is too complex and it varies from person to person. Your duty is to go to a counselor or psychiatrist and consult him, and he will diagnose and start the treatment. But you can always do something to improve your mental health. Let me specify two areas. The first area is your emotional life, where you can always maintain balance. As you grow, you become mature, and as you mature, you need to learn to handle your emotions and bring them under the control of reason. If you lose control over your emotions and feelings at any time, you need to sit down and review your life. But this can be done only when you cool down from your emotions and reach a state of calmness and peace. Just relive the event before the mental screen as I taught you in the last video. Slowly, your mind will learn how to handle your emotions. Skills to improve mental health. Besides learning to control emotions, you can also learn some skills to improve your mental health. You need to maintain balance between your responsibilities, preoccupations, workload and your mental life. Mind can be burdened for some time, but be careful to provide sufficient relaxation after the hectic engagements. Thus, after the exams, go for games. After heavy studies, do some exercises, meet friends, laugh and joke with your siblings. To improve your mental health, let me teach you an exercise. The exercise called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, or psychological, acupressure, or even just tapping, which you can do whenever you face some emotional problem connected with anxiety. Identify the issue. First of all, know your problem and identify your issue. You are feeling anxious, or you are afraid of something, you are angry, jealous, or sad. The exercise can be done for any one negative feeling at a time. Let us do now for anxiety. Give a rating for the intensity of your problem. I have explained about to review your problem. When you do that, you should be able to rate the intensity of your problem. 0 is the stage when you did not have the problem at all. Then it began slowly, grew in intensity, and say that it has reached the stage of 5. The last stage will be 10. This gauging of the intensity will help you to judge for yourself whether the exercise has helped you. After practicing, the intensity should decrease. If you are able to reach 1 or 0, the exercise is very effective. Formulate the statement for repetition. The exercise consists of repeating a statement again and again while tapping certain parts of your body. The phrase should have the structure. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Learn to tapping sequence. I shall do the exercise. You just follow me and learn the tapping sequence. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this anxiety, I deeply and completely accept myself. Test the final intensity. Now we have completed the exercise. Now you should again rate your intensity level on a scale from 0 to 10. The intensity should decrease. Repeat every day, morning and evening, till it reaches 0. Conclusion. Let us now conclude the video. Dear children, please know The exercise can be done for any emotional disorder. Anxiety too is an emotion. This exercise will help you to handle your emotions and become a balanced person. Anxiety can be experienced by anyone, but we can also learn to deal with it and remain always mentally healthy. Wish you best of luck and cheer. Remain always joyful and peaceful.